All right, it's Tigman, Q103, Albany's rock station. We are backstage here at Metlife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Zacky, Vengeance, guitarist for Avenged Sevenfold. This is awesome. The World Wire Tour, man, coming to Jersey. This is great.
Oh, it's killer, man. What a dream come true to be a band that started out in the garage. Now you're playing on stage in front of a stadium full of fans with Metallica following up, man. Killer.
And you guys are known to be big Metallica fans, right? Is this the first time you guys are touring together?
We actually toured with them back in 2006 when we first were starting to get off the ground a little bit, and it was humbling.
Yeah.
Humbling. Seeing those guys up there on stage, and we realized at that point we had a lot of work to do if we wanted to win over some of those fans, because Metallica's got a head start on us, and metal fans they're hard to please. You got to go out there and get all you got and let them know that you're there for them.
Well, Jersey's a big rock metal audience here, and I mean, it's just great to have you here. It'll always be Giant Stadium to me, but Metlife Stadium here, this is going to be the place to be tonight.
Oh, it's killer, man. And our production manager is probably losing his mind, man. He's the biggest Giants fan ever, so he's stoked.
Now, I know you missed Philly the other night. Sinister Gates had a baby. Him and his woman had a baby, and so you're making that up to the people in Philadelphia, though. I think you made an announcement you're going to be coming back.
Yeah, man, we know how the people in Philly are. If we didn't make it up, they might put us up on a spike. So no, man. When it comes time to family, it's always family first. Our fans are understanding, and a lot of them get upset, but it's okay because that means they're passionate. I can appreciate that, but it's up to us. We got to come back there. We got to give them the full show so they don't feel like they missed out on anything. I'm sure they got rocked by Metallica good, so it's all good. But we had a new baby, a new little rocker on this earth.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. At the end of the day, we'll come back, we'll make up the show. So it's all good.
And congrats on the latest album, Love at the Stage. It's been a real good success for you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. That's us just trying to experiment with sounds and music and try new stuff. We're always trying to be cutting edge, trying to do stuff differently, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we're always moving forward because you don't want to just sit in the same spot and become stale, So we're always trying new stuff.
Well, Zacky, we got Greg here, who's a Q103 listener, and he won the contest. He wanted to ask you a couple of questions, so he's got some questions lined up.
Yeah, no, so I've been listening to you guys for a long time, and so like you said, metal fans are always hard to please, but you guys, Waking and Fallen, I was really young when it came out, but always listen to you, still love it. I mean, you've kept that sound all the way up through the stage. Absolutely love it. I'm just how do you guys differ from other bands as far as when you're recording in the studio, things like that?
We put a lot of effort and thought into not just the way that we want the songs to be and the albums to sound, but how we're going to bring it to life, how we're going to bring it to life on stage, how it's going to fit in with the other songs that we've written. And we're always putting a lot of thought in it. We're a band that actually takes a long time to write an album and a long time to record. By the end of it, I'm surprised we have any hair left because, it's pretty hard being in the studio, pulling your hair out. You want it to be perfect, and you want it to be different. And you also know that the second that you put it out, it's brand new for so many listeners, and they're judging you on everything previously, and it takes them a while to get into it. So sometimes right off the bat, you get a little bit of a backlash, knowing full well, we wrote this album, you got to give it a chance, And it's different nowadays because back when people used to put on records, to get to that good song, you had to listen to the whole thing, and before you know it, you like the whole album because you had to hear it. Now you can just pick and pluck through songs, and you don't give stuff a chance. But if you give the stage a chance, I think you'll really love it. Along with if you're a fan of the other albums and stuff too.
No, yeah, I mean, really, killer job on the new album. I absolutely loved it, and it's funny because I've seen your documentaries as well as for the Nightmare album, which by far my favorite album, without a doubt. Great album. And
his favorite too.
Yeah, no, it's a great album. Honestly, it's fantastic. You get to play some Victim tonight if you can. No, it's been great. It's a really honor to meet you guys. So really pumped on it.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. And like you said, I'm a big fan of Nightmare myself.
There you go. One more question I got to ask you, Zach. I want to know. You're on tour with pretty much the biggest band in the world, Metallica. Is there another band? Do you have a dream tour that you would like to go out on with a band that you've never toured with before?
Oh man, that's an absolute fantastic question. For me, this is about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
And once you see those guys, you realize, there's a lot of bands I love, and the great rock bands that are playing stadiums. You have the Iron Maidens of the world. You have the Guns N' Roses, coming back together. But for me personally, Metallica, the energy they bring, the songs they've written, and the show they put on, still, I've yet to see anyone top it.
All right. Well, we can't top the Metallica tour. It's the Worldwide Tour. Zacky Vengeance from Avenged Sevenfold taking some time out with us right here backstage, Metlife Stadium, and we're looking forward to the set tonight, man. Thanks for taking some time out.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Thank you.
All right. It's Q103, Albany's rock station, Tigman, with our Q103 listener, Greg.